Welcome back to my channel. This is one of 3 videos that I filmed today. So if you see me in the same attire, I apologize in advance, but it is all in the same day. So welcome back. This video is going to be talking about work and how I've gained a work family. And I'm so excited to film this video because it's exciting for me anyway. I'll explain. Before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe and join the family here and turn on your post notifications so you guys are notified every single time I upload. And I'm going to get right into this story time. Well, it's not really a story time. It's just, yeah, it's a story time. I guess you could say that. All right, let's get into it, you guys. So this is more of an exciting video for me because out of all the jobs I've worked, you guys, I've been working since I was 15 years old, and I am knocking at 30's door. So long story short, I've been working all of my life, pretty much. You could say that, right? So far. Or half of my life, at least. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. It was like a wild rabbit just now on my patio. And it was like a big hawk bird that just like almost grabbed him up. And that's so sad. But you can tell he heard the noises. And he's like ducking, trying to like hide under my husband's equipment. And that was just so sad. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope he doesn't get eaten. I think you guys can hear the bird, actually. It's a huge bird, like an eagle or something. I don't know what that was. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, this video is more of an exciting video. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet, but to the point. I have gained a work family, you guys. Yes, you heard it right. I have gained a work family, and I'm going to explain how. So, like I said, I've been working for at least half of my life now, right? And in that time period, I've had many jobs. I've worked retail. I've been in medical offices, and now I'm in mental health / behavioral fields for psychology professional students, right? But I've had many jobs, like, I mean, enough that I can count on 2 hands, that's a lot. That's a lot. I was the kid that I didn't mind leaving a job if I didn't like it, because I'm like, I'm still so young. I'm still in school. I have no rush. Like, I have no bills yet. There's no need for me to, stay working at Forever 21 if I don't like it. You know what I mean? And I was like 15, 16, 17. I was still young, I was still at home. I had absolutely no reason in the world to stay somewhere where I was unhappy. Long story short. So, or not necessarily unhappy. I just didn't like the hours maybe, and they were refusing to change them, or I was a spoiled brat as far as work goes. Like, if I didn't like it, I left, period. Because I had no reason to force myself to stay, right? So yes, I've had many jobs, you guys. But I'm not complaining. It kept me busy. It kept me making money in my pocket. I was fine with it, But out of those many jobs, I have had some asshole supervisors. Excuse my French, but I have had some of the worst supervisors. And I won't say the worst. They probably weren't even the worst, but they were pretty bad. Not what I would expect out of a supervisor, Like, I try to put myself in their shoes. So I always thought about it that way. Like, well, what if I was in their position? How would I treat my fellow employees, or, people that I'm above? Or, people that I'm overseeing? How would I treat them? Or how would I be as a supervisor in their position at that specific job, whichever one it was at the time? I always try to put myself in their shoes first before I judge and say, you know what, they're just an asshole. And I swear every time I came up with a different answer than what they actually were. Meaning every time I put myself in their shoes in my head, like made up full scenarios and everything, like what I would do in their position, or if I were them, how I would act as a supervisor at this location or at this store or whatever. And I could not come up with one time where I would just be a jerk like they were. Or just attitudey, catty, drama-filled, not punctual. Like, why is it that payroll was 2 weeks ago and you haven't put in my hours yet? Like, you know, like just stupid stuff. Like, who put you in charge of everybody else? Who? Please tell me. Or just like I've had supervisors, like I said, I worked in Forever 21 when I was a teenager. I think I was like 16, 17. And even working there, I was like dealing with high school all over again. It was like at this point I had graduated high school already. I think I was like a freshman in college working there. And excuse me. It was like high school all over again. I had a supervisor that was damn near my age at the time. And I feel like those type of stores, sorry, but I feel like they do not take anybody seriously. And it's unfortunate because it's still a job and you still can make a career out of it if it's something that you really enjoy doing or something you really want to be serious about, you know? And I just feel like because it's a retail store for younger age teens or, you know, young adults, they at that time they didn't take anybody seriously, even the supervisors, and they would just choose anybody, I feel like, for higher up positions when they did not qualify at all, like at all, you guys. So I would have a supervisor who was like a teenager like me, like my age group, my age. And, you know, if I came to work looking too put together today and she, you know, looked like she just rolled out of bed, she probably did, maybe, I don't know. You know, it was just like they're grilling you or they put you somewhere that they know you don't want to be at. Like, why would you put me in the fitting room today with, you know, a crazy busy holiday and fitting room open all day? I did like 10-hour shifts just to make extra money. And they stick you in the fitting room on purpose because they want to be a BITCH. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. So like I went through little things like that. It was like high school all over again. And it's like, this is who's in charge of me? Are you kidding me? You know, it was just like no sense of professionalism. There was just nothing. Like, who made you in charge, basically, right? That was my question for majority of my supervisors that I've had over the years. I worked in one dental place where the dentist was my boss, obviously. And it was a small little practice in the downstairs of her house. And she was my boss. Why? Because I was the only one working for her. Because it was that small, you guys. It was that small. I was the only one working for her. I worked the front desk and I was her chairside dental assistant. Just me and her all day. That's it. I did the billing, I did the insurance, I did the you know, checking patients in and out, scheduling. I did it all. And then I also did chairside assisting her and I assisted her and the oral surgeon that would come in. She had an oral surgeon that came in certain days of the week, and I would assist him as well. So it was literally just me doing all of this, you guys, keeping the office up to date, putting away supplies and inventory that came in, keeping everything organized in the office, And me, like I said, when I do my job, I do it to the absolute fullest of my potential, to the best of my ability, and then some. And not to toot my own horn, but it's true. I really do my best at work, whatever it is that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Even if I don't really like the job, I do my best. And whatever happens after that happens. At least I know I've done my job, you know? Because it was never where somebody can complain like, well, you know, why didn't you finish this task for today? Or why did you only write half of the notes for this client? Or, you know, like just stuff like that. Like nobody could ever come to me and say, Evan, you were missing this from this date. Or, you know, do you know what day? I have the date, the day, the time, who I spoke to, when I spoke to them. I could even tell you the weather that day. No, I'm just kidding. But like, that's just to elaborate like how organized I am at work. When it comes to work, I work, period. And I'm organized at that. I have color-coded stuff in my books and my notes for me to know what's what. Like I said, I could tell you who I spoke to, what day, what time, what it was about, and I could go back to it a year from now if I had to. Like, that's how organized I am. And I just found that supervisors I've had over the years have not been at all very organized at all. Not only were they not organized, they just were very unprofessional. And I thought, well, at least they tell you, supervisor positions, you have to be you have to have that professionalism about you. You know what I mean? You can't just be some regular high school kid off the street. I thought a supervisor, you need some sort of degrees, some sort of experience, you know, some years of experience. Because that's a big position to hold, being in charge of everyone else. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've had some doozies, guys, as far as supervisors go. So let me get right into the story because I don't want this to be too long. But I wanted to share with you guys because it's something that I am truly grateful for. And I've almost longed for this, you guys, to just have not only a supervisor, but a team of employees that I work with daily that, I mean, our communication is on point. Our looking out for each other is on point. Whether we need help with resources, or we have a question, or we need help getting to a client, for whatever case may be, it's just everybody's in open arms. Everybody's willing to help. Everybody communicates to the best of their ability with each other. If you have a question, it's not only, oh, go ask your supervisor. No, you can ask anybody on your team. We have teams, so each supervisor is assigned a team of like 6 people, just to help split it up a little bit. And it works perfectly. Our team dynamic is perfect. Like I said, our communication is perfect. We always motivate each other via email. Hope you guys have a great day. Keep up the good work, everyone. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Or if you're looking for any resources for, I don't know, a food pantry nearby, I have some. Let me know. I'll help you out. Or, you know, I'm going out east today. Let me know if any of you need something dropped off to a client out there, because I'm going that way. You know, like just so hands-on, so helpful. And I couldn't be more grateful for it. I just recently joined this particular agency not too long ago, a couple months ago. And even though I was already in this field of work, I was with a different agency. So I've joined this agency that I'm at now last fall. So it's coming up on a year after this summer. And I am so grateful to be a part of this team, to just have a team of women. And we're all women, mind you, you guys. I sound very congested. I am. My nose is super stuffy. Could be allergies. It could just be my pregnancy. I don't know. But just so you guys know, I'm very congested, stuffy. So sorry if I sound that way. Yeah, I'm just super grateful for the group of women that I work with. And even if it's not somebody in my team or part of my supervisor's team, like plenty of times I've gone to another supervisor just because they're right there next to my desk, and I've asked them several questions, and they're just so willing to help you come to the bottom of whatever it is you're trying to figure out. I mean, just above and beyond. It's just like heaven sent when you've already been through a series of different jobs over the years, and you've had supervisors that makes your jaw drop. Like, you can't believe somebody put them in charge of everybody else. You know what I mean? So to finally have a team of women, specifically women, which is also a shocker to me because that's usually where the drama comes from. It just is what it is. That's usually where the drama comes from, and all the trouble and hate and whatever else that comes with it, the gossip and yada yada. But I have to say, I have not had an issue, and I'm so happy. We all get along, we all laugh, we're all like, let's get together for lunch, brunch, breakfast, whatever. It's just been a great 8-9 months I've been with them now, and I am so pleased. I'm just so happy to be a part of this team. And my supervisor, most importantly, she is just heaven sent. I tell her she's like my work, she's like my mom at work. She makes sure I'm okay. She's like, Ebony, did you eat breakfast this morning? I'm like, no. Obviously they know I'm expecting to at this point, so they just all look out for me. Are you okay? Make sure you don't carry that. We had Easter baskets for our clients for Easter, and they're all just making sure, like, make sure Ebony's not lifting that up. If so, let me know. I can help you out. I'll help you drop it to so-and-so, or, you know, they're just so helpful, you guys, and I'm so grateful for it. But like I said, my supervisor, she's just like, she is, oh my goodness, phenomenal, fabulous. She sends motivational emails daily, even personal texts. Like, she's just like, keep up the good work, Ebony, keep going. You're doing great. Even though this is stuff that you might already know, you know, it's still good to hear it and be motivated by somebody who is overseeing you. You know what I mean? It's such a great feeling. There's no hate, there's no drama, there's no any of that. There's no gossip in my office. It's just a fabulous group of people, and I'm so grateful. We all look out for each other. We all help each other. And I feel like that's what a work environment should be like. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how it should be at work. Now, if it's just a job that you just despise and you just hate, and, you know, you don't even look forward to going to work every day, then I'd say you should find another job. You know, most likely, 9 times out of 10, you just should find another job, you know? And I know finding work is tough right now. It is. But, you know, when the time is right, if the time arises, find another job so that you are happy. It'd be nice if we all could work somewhere where we actually look forward to going to work each day. You know what I mean? But I know it doesn't always pan out that way. So, you know, if you're unhappy at your workplace, find a new one. And, you know, and keep finding a new one until you land on the right one. Because I definitely did after several jobs, you guys. And I'm going back to when I was a teenager. And just the experiences I've had with supervisors. You know, something so simple like just smiling. Put a smile on your face. Like, pretend that you like your position, even if you don't. You know what I mean? I've had directors over me that just are crabby, nasty every day, very short with you, like just one word answers, like they have no interest in communicating further than that. Or, you know, and I'm not saying you need to be my buddy, but lighten up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, don't come to work so grumpy. At the end of the day, this is what you chose. You chose to be in charge of everything, clearly, because you're doing a job and you don't have to. So, you know, like, lighten up your mood. We had went out to dinner to Chili's the other day, over the weekend. And I had told the waiter, because every time we go there, there's this one waiter. She stands out like a feather compared to the rest of them. She's like the one feather and the rest of them are rocks. She stands out because she has the best attitude. She's so bright and uplifting of one another. She's just always so positive. She's always smiling and happy. Even the way she interacts with the customers, like seating them. You know, you could sit right over here. Oh, I love your outfit today, girl. She's just so nice all the time, and I notice it. And I've never had her as a waiter, you guys, never. But every time we go and she's working, I notice her out of everyone else. She is the fine feather just sticking out. And so I finally got her this weekend, surprisingly. And I told her, I was like, you know, I'm so happy we have you as a waiter because you always stick out to me. Like, just, you're always so positive. You're always so happy. It seems like you love your job. And if you don't, then you're doing a great job at hiding it. But I was like, you always stick out to me because of how uppity you are. You know, if something comes on the radio that she's aware of, or a song that she likes, she just starts, you know, busting out dancing at the table. It's just like good vibes. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love people like that. It makes me feel good. I don't know about you guys, but it makes me feel good. I like that. To be around just positive people, positive energy. You know what I mean? Like, just a vibe. So yes, I had to tell her that. I was like, you are excellent. I was like, I always notice it, and I always tell my husband, like, I need to get her one day because she's just so much more, I guess you could say, like, lively than the rest of them. They all just look so disgruntled and like they hate their job, you know, and they're only here strictly for the paycheck and nothing else. And that's unfortunate because as customers, we notice that, you know what I mean? So those of you that are waiters, keep that in mind. Customers notice. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I am just so grateful. I wanted to just make a video about that because I really am so grateful. I feel like I've gained like a work family, literally. Like, we are all just so close knit. We look out for each other. And it feels good to be a part of a team that's like that, you know? There's no problems. There's no issues. If you need a day off, they're like, girl, take it. Like, take your days, take your time. They give you no trouble. You don't need to put it in like 2 weeks in advance. I could literally put in an off day tomorrow, and my supervisor's like, no problem. You deserve it. Like, that would literally be her response. So just everything. It's just, I'm just so grateful. To be finally a part of a team that I could actually see myself staying at for a long time. And, you know, just progressing and advancing with this one particular agency and this team. And I look forward to it because I really do. I look forward to going into work. When I do go in, I work from home, but when we do have office meetings and such, I actually look forward to going to work. Like, I'm excited to go to the meeting today, you know? And I love that feeling because, like I said, I've never worked a job where I wanted to go to work. It might sound weird, but I've never really worked a job where I look forward to coming into work, or without being aggravated by the end of the day, you know, just by people that I work with. So for this to be an office full of women, I'd say kudos to us, because our team is doing the damn thing, and we have a great supervisor behind us. She's absolutely heaven sent, and I would not change a thing. And I brag about this every day to my husband, because I'm just so happy. I genuinely am so happy to be a part of a group of people, just an agency as a whole, not even just my team. You guys, I think there's like 4 different teams for all 4 supervisors. And I'd say either one of them, I'd be happy to be part of their team, or, you know, for them to oversee me, because we all we get it. We get each other. We get the job. We get that it could be stressful. It could wear and tear on our own emotional well-being and mental state, because it's not an easy job, you guys, but we look out for each other, and that's all that matters. We motivate each other to keep going, and it really does make a difference in your work performance. I do well at my job anyway. Like I was saying, I'm just that type of employee. Like, you can never tell me I'm missing this, or I'm missing that, or I didn't complete this, or I didn't complete that, because it just never will happen. I make sure I dot all my I's, and I cross all my T's. But it makes you do so that much more when you know that you have that type of motivation and that type of drive behind you, and that much support at work. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share that, you guys, because I literally feel like I've gained a work family. Like, I feel like summer's coming, nice weather's coming. If one has a barbecue, we're all going to go. Like, it's just that type of environment. You know what I mean? We just know how to have fun. We know how to have fun, enjoy a few laughs together, and still get our work done, and be there for each other. And that's the beautiful part about it, you know? So I don't know. I'm grateful for it. Hopefully you guys find a job that does the same. And if so, enjoy it, because it is a beautiful feeling. So I gotta go get my baby, but I just wanted to share that story with you guys. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you soon. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.